So in this video, I'm going to be talking about HYÄNA by KMFDM. These guys are the pioneers of industrial metal. I'll be talking about all of that. The album was released on September 9th, 2022. And it's a band that's been around for a long time. Now, the name KMFDM, it means something in German. And I'll try to say it right now. I have it written here. Kein Mehrheit für die Mehrheit. And according to the band, it's no pity for the majority. Now, this is a band I've known about for a long time. I've listened to a few of their older albums. I've always known this band as, I think there was kind of like a running joke that the band stood for like a kill motherfucking Depeche Mode. I don't know where that started. But the album is 40 minutes long. It's not really a metal album. It has some elements of industrial metal, but just like a lot of like rap, funk, dance music. Went into it expecting something more like a Ministry album. So I think on my first listen, I was like a little disappointed. But then on my second listen, I started to kind of get into it a little more. Kind of like something you appreciate because they're experimental. They do some like different stuff. But it's not really a heavy, like a thrashy type of like Ministry industrial metal album or Rammstein or something like that. It's more like dance music, but it was okay. So let me talk about some of the songs. All for One. That one was like a little heavier than the others. Maybe a little closer to like early Ministry, not the really early Ministry, but you know, their like second and third albums. It's pretty cool. It has a like cool chanting. The chanting of the KMFDM would be probably cool in like a live setting. So that would be probably cool. Rock and Roll Monster. It's just basically old school rap. I mean, it has the samples, the horns, nothing really much else to say about it. I mean, if you don't like rap, skip it over, but it's rap. A little bit of like a Red Hot Chili Peppers in there as well. Black Hole, this one has the female vocals and kind of remind me of like the B-52s, that like early 80s or post-punk style. It was pretty cool. It has an industrial beat. It's kind of like, it was catchy. It's nice sing-along quality, and I can get into that one. HYÄNA, the title track. This one, it's like 80s dance music. Maybe like the Pet Shop Boys, but like a little heavier. Some cool sound samples, some guitar stuff. But if you like 80s new wave or goth, you might like that one. All Wrong, but All Right. This one is, another one is like new wave goth. It has like some sound samples. It's kind of like danceable, like techno music almost. Lots of you know, samples, some guitars, some instruments, and it's the longest song. It's like 6 minutes. The rest of them are a lot shorter. Blind Face, that's like a punk rock song. It's a little like, it's a short song. Just has lots of energy, but it's like punk with like some industrial. So that's pretty cool. They do an organ solo. That was cool. Now Deja Vu, it's a reggae song, and on this one they have like lots of sound bites from like news clips of the January 6th insurrection. So you're gonna hear Trump, you're gonna hear, you know, these like newscasters talking about that. It's kind of weird, and that kind of goes into the next one called, I gotta read the name of this one. Deluded, Desperate, Dangerous, and Dumb. And it's kind of like a continuation. It's a little bit like heavier, a little bit more like Ministry. They got some horns, some more clips. Lots of like political talkings, that type of like get up, stand on your soapbox, and like, you know, talk to the crowd, that type of you know, vibe to it. So that's okay. It's weird, but it's okay. Immortally Yours, another one with the female vocals. This one has like that like 90s grunge, some goth. I'm thinking of a band like Garbage, like that type of music. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of fun. I think the ones where the female vocals were probably some of the better ones. So it was pretty cool. Then Liquor, Fish, and Cigarettes. It's kind of weird. Kind of against like an 80s new wave. It mixes some like those like baritone style vocals and those like whisper vocals, I guess. That's the only way I could explain it. Has some funky guitar feels. Not really sure about this one. You know, it might be a song that grows on me, but you know, I don't really. I don't know. Maybe I like it. Maybe I don't. And the last song, In Dub We Trust. It's reggae. Like, nothing much more to say about it. It's reggae. I mean, that's all it is. So, let me wrap this up. It's a fun album. I think you got to go into it knowing that it's not like going to be like heavy industrial like Rammstein Ministry. It's a little mixed up. They mix in a lot of styles. This band has been around for a long time. They have 21 albums. I haven't listened to them all. I'll listen to some of the classics. I know I think I mentioned one in my top 10 industrial metal albums list. But it's just a fun band. Just go into it with that mindset that it's not going to be like super heavy, but you know, this is a band, they like to have a good time and they like to create music and they just like put out albums every few years, and that's really what you're going to get with this band. So let me know in the comments what you thought. My score is going to be a 7 out of 10. It's decent. It's not really the greatest album ever. It's not a horrible album. It's decent. It's okay, you know, if you like this type of music. So thanks for watching. My next video will be the Ozzy Osbourne ranking. So I've been getting ready for that, and that is all. See you in the next one.